Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakariam, Shah Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. What you're looking at right now is Russia and Venezuela. Warships just arrived in Venezuela today. While you're preparing for your 4th of July, all right, you had your grills out. You know, I was checking out the spirit of these Edomites. They're very nervous today. They were taking pictures all over my area in Jersey in front of the American flag. You know, they give honor to the birth, you know, of the independence of this country, trying to hold on to that old American dream as much as they can. We're looking at a terrible election. We're looking at the dollar is dissolving right before your eyes. The food is destroyed. The school system destroyed. The banking system destroyed. Everybody high. Everybody drinking. There's no hope in this place. So as they go about pretending, because that's what you're doing for your 4th of July, you know, you got Russian nuclear submarines as well as warships in Cuba. Now, today, some warships just arrived in Venezuela. So you're surrounded. Yeah, you Edomites as well as you other nations, and you 2/3, you're in some shit. You're surrounded. That's why with us, you know, the Heavenly Father tells them in the Lord, you know, we on high alert. This is Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. What day are we talking about? The day of Armageddon. You know, the third world's woe that we're looking for, the return of Yahushua. Yahushua don't even know when he's returning, but he's returning. And he gave us tokens, signs, predictions to watch out for. And these are the predictions, the wars and rumors of wars, the MOTB. And if you're paying attention, you know, there's Black Hawk helicopters flying all through the sky. I saw one myself over here in Livingston, New Jersey. You know, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised, but then again, I wasn't surprised. But it is a sight to see. So everybody's running around. You know, you're worrying about your vacation, your 4th of July. Not checking out the signs of the time, not being prepared. But we getting ready for our Lord's return. And it's about to get real painful for you Babylonians, man. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See? We waiting for the coming of the Son of Man, and events like this, you never heard Russia on the shores of America like this, man. So you can't tell me that this is just like another coinky dinky. No, never. And all these countries are getting down with something they call the BRICS. They basically getting down with that new digital income, man. They down with that system. While your average American is out here pretending, acting like everything's okay. You don't see the house burning. The shit is on fire. And you worrying about Christianity. God so loved the world, huh? Well, explain this. Explain what's going on here. Because our Father about to bring the pain, man. And he said, just like the days of Noah. Noah was out there warning the people over 90-something years, preparing for the flood. And they laughed at him. Just like they laughing at the men of the Lord on the corners, calling us bums, right? So it says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the day that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. It's going to be a lot of that tomorrow, starting today. Marrying and giving in marriage. A lot of proposals going out. Until the day until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And a lot of people saw the back of Noah, the back of his head. They saw him walking in. Probably swore he was going to die of suffocation or something in there, not knowing that ark was his salvation. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. And these bombs, this is called the second death, this fire. And the Lord gonna overload this thing, because it ain't just these bombs. Before that, you got Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, was gonna mark you. So this face, this is the face of terror. This is a death angel. Putin is a death angel from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, sent here on duty. You know, Og, in the land of Og, which is modern day Russia. They're the death angels that in this prophecy that you read about in Daniel's the 2nd chapter, the statue, which is bringing forth the kingdom of heaven. So when we see stuff like this, yeah, it's nerve-wracking for you preppers. But for this means salvation for the hopeful. I gotta say that. We prisoners of hope. Hopeful elect, because everything is going according to plan. Even you 2/3 and you nations out there about to celebrate New Year's. I mean, not New Year's, the 4th of July, while all this is happening. You just eating, marrying, partying, while this is happening right under your nose. You know the location of Venezuela, man? You better get right. So it says, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Left for what? Destruction. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Left for what? Destruction. Watch. 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 Therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doeth cometh. So that's the instructions for the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect Akim, the hopeful elect Akwaf. We on our watch, man. Oh, by the way, see this here? Russia warns Israel over Ukraine. So that war in Lebanon is about to break off. You got American destroyers down there on the coast of Lebanon evacuating, right? You got Russia that just sent this threat out to Israel. This is the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock shall draw them out. So, you know, some word came down from the CIA that they might be making a move in the next 48 to 72 hours. So keep your eyes on the Middle East.
Putin, God is now trying to lure Putin down into the Middle East potentially, okay? So he can be destroyed. And Russian warships have arrived in Venezuela, a small detachment of the Russian Navy's Northern Fleet, including the nuclear submarine Kazan and the frigate Admiral Gorshkov.
And I'm sorry. I mean, I am. But, you know, because it's something he just said. Because when you go into the prophecy, I didn't plan this. Look, 144. I'm sorry. But something he just said just sparked something, because he said that a part of the Russian army, you got to remember the Lord is breaking up that army. Now, Russia's military is not the biggest in the world. You know, NATO foot soldiers will run through Russia foot soldiers. Put it like that. You know, but Russia with its team. Russia has a team. You know, this is how the team looks. This is Ezekiel 38:5. He got Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, that's the Lord putting the hooks and uniting the old Soviet Union, and the house of Tamar, and the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. So Russia has members with them, you know, India, things like that. So, but I want to bring this out. This is Ezekiel 39:2. It says, and I will turn thee back and leave thee but the 6th part of thee, and will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. And I will smite thy bows, which are those missiles, out of thy hand. The Lord's going to take over those warships, those nuclear submarines, those silos. The Lord's going to take over that. And will cause thy arrows, which are the bombs, the missiles, to fall out of thy right hand. So the Lord will leave a certain part of the Russian military there, the sixth part. But the other parts, as you can see, some of them coming over here to the States. Some of the parts are going to the Middle East. Some may go up there for China and Taiwan. So the Lord is breaking it up beautifully, you know. And that's the main thing about understanding these prophecies, you know, when you see him speaking.
Port of La Guaira this Tuesday during its operations in the Atlantic. The group also includes the supply tanker Akademik Pashin and the rescue tug Nikolai Chaiker. Okay, so Russian warships have now arrived in Venezuela, part of the Russian Northern Fleet. And this update was
remember, it said he would remove them from the north.
And to get to their
part of the Russian Northern Fleet.
Every security establishment
and north
the
of what?
Army
North
a
of
few
Israel.
days ago to assassinate unit at the Lebanon to northern Israel to assassinate in Astana, Turkey. Very interesting timing that they would be meeting now, right before Israel's invasion of Lebanon. And Putin said today at the meeting in Turkey that Russia and China do not create any blocs or alliances and work for the benefit of their people. Wow, he is really mentally ill, I believe. And Afghani and Iranian
things to go through his mind.
Cyprus.
I don't know, why is this thing
The Republic of Cyprus in this context is preparing for such an eventuality for the evacuation of third country nationals from Lebanon, he said, adding that the number of those who could potentially need to be evacuated could exceed 100,000 people. Additionally, he's given
this thing keeps blacking like this.
War, okay, for American forces, Israeli forces to use Cyprus to launch attacks on Hezbollah, and also
so that's them. They revving up for this
war
down here with Lebanon. So apparently this thing is about to go down with Israel and Lebanon. And Russia is highly involved because this is this guy here, which represents Og, the land of Og, is a end time prophecy. You're looking at an end time prophecy right now when you see him on the scene. You know, because apparently he's in charge of Russia at this time. Hey, maybe they may at least take him out and put somebody else in charge. But we watching the North. We're watching North America, and we're watching the North, which is Russia, north of Israel. So this thing is going down according to the prophecies, according to the awareness. While your ass out here enjoying your hot dogs and shit. Hey, man, if you gonna go ahead, you know, see the family, whatever, man, you better stay on high alert. That's what you better do. You know, going out there, kick the ball. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do. You know, but we know we got the spot, we got things that's happening. You better learn how to multitask. So I'm gonna finish this out in Matthew 24 and 43. It says, "But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched." Right? Like, you know somebody going to break into your car, your house, you on high alert, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour, which represents the time period, as you think not, the Son of Man coming. So you got a lot of people that's sleeping on this. And they checking out the videos. They may be scoffing, but back in their mind, they like, shit, you think this is going to happen? Because this is public news now. And when you see this, and it's not like brothers are making this up, you know. It does take a lot of faith to read these scriptures without actually seeing the news and believe the scriptures. Yes, it does take a lot of faith. And that's not given to everybody. But when you can actually turn your television on, when you can actually go to the alternative media and see these things taking place, and the men of the Lord putting the prophecies out of the Bible to the, you know, to the world events, that's pretty alarming, man. So you got really no time to waste. Let's lock it, man. Oh, damn. You got no time to waste, man. So we're going to end it right there. Russian warships just entered Venezuela, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakodash, Shalom.